What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're back at it with even more Run 8 today, and we are going to be taking on Cajon Pass. We are in a Monster Z-Train, Willow Springs to San Bernardino. It's going to be 7,600 feet long, 3.7 HPT, 65 on the tonnage, and 66 on tons per operative brake. So this is no slacker right here. We're going to see if we can take on Cajon Pass. Should be a lot of fun. Got a lot of traffic out there to meet today. We've got a UP train up here at Highland. I don't know what he's doing. He should be getting ready to go anytime now. I don't know if he's meeting someone or what, but yeah, we're taking on Cajon. This should be a lot of fun, and this is only the second time I've done it in a really, really long time. I did it the other night to kind of get my feet wet a little bit, right? Like just kind of reintroduce myself to mountain railroading, because Cajon is like the big daddy of them all, right? Like that's the one that everyone thinks about when you're doing mountain railroading, or you're talking about mountain railroading or whatever. Like Cajon is very unforgiving, as you guys that are familiar with it know. There's been like multiple runaways, you know. Multiple accidents. People have lost their lives, unfortunately, on this grade. So it is no joke. This grade is no joke, but we're going to do it. We're going to have no problem with this. All right. So looking at our tonnage, we're going to be a 15-mile-an-hour train because we exceed 4,500 tons or 95 on tons per operative brake. So yeah, 15-mile-an-hour train is what we're going to be doing. It says we have a reduction to 20 and 2.1, but that's going to be 15 for us. So what we're going to start doing is just kind of easing out of the throttle. Of course, we got a pretty good climb coming up on this side of Cajon. I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like, it's pretty dang steep on the side going west, you know, going up to Summit. It's pretty steep. So 1.2% grade right now. All right, let's go back in just a little bit. I just want to kind of get her down a little bit here. Nothing crazy, right? We need to go around here looking out for this signal, because Otto said he was going to get us a light, but what he says and what he does are two different things. So, and that's really kind of true to life too. Like, you know, dispatcher can say, hey, I got you a light down there, come on down, but he doesn't know. He knows what he sees on his board, right? But he doesn't know what you have. There could be a problem or something. So you always go around looking out, regardless of what they tell you. Okay, what's our speed? 20. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. 1.7 miles to 15, so we'll be okay. I don't know what the... Okay, the UP train's pulling too. There he is. Nice. Right there beside us. That's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. So we got 3 or 4 BNSF trains and meets, and we've got this UP train, and there's a few other UP trains out there as well too. So we should have at least a little bit to look at. Now, when we split off and go our own way down to the 3% grade, you know, we're going to be kind of stuck out there on our own. We won't see as much, but there should be some stuff out there. All right, 1.4 miles. The grades flattened out. Okay, yeah, this is where it'll kind of get you, is where it flattens out at top, because if you're not paying attention, then you've done gained a lot of speed. All right, there we go. She's coming on down. So yeah, how we're going to tackle this grade is we're just going to creep over Summit at like 15 or a little bit under. Go into dynamics, you know, ride the dynamics for a little bit, at least up to Silverwood, maybe a little bit past, depending on what she does, and then we'll grab a minimum set. We'll start grabbing more and more air and kind of balancing with the dynamics, and we should be good to go with that. All right, here comes someone else. Nice. Who is this? Let's see who this is real fast. Who is this? This is the LAC LPC. Nice. 12 Logistics Park. come on out a little bit more here. The transition is the toughest part for me. Like, kind of, you know, once you get everything applied and settled the way you need it, it's okay. It's just the transition. It's the transition into the grade and out of the grade, or like, to me, is the diciest parts. All right, let's hopefully we'll have a light up here. Yes, we do. Auto hooked us up. We got it clear. Okay. All right, I can tell you guys now, this is going to be a long video. This is 15 mile an hour down to the down to 3% grade. So yeah, we're not getting anywhere fast. All right, here we are, summits. All right, train looks good. Marker's hanging. Summit's nothing like what it was back in the day. Way different. I think a lot of younger rail fans don't realize that. Like, it was way different back in the day. There, you see she's starting to drag a little bit, so let's get her speed up at least a tad. There's our UP train. He's going to be leaving us behind, I'd be willing to bet. He's going to have a lot easier time going down than we will. We'll hit up the UP side sometime too. We'll do that one as well. So yeah, we're 6,065 tons, so we most definitely exceed the 4,500 tons. Our tons operative brake are good, but we exceed the total tonnage, so 15 mile an hour for us. All right, good on that crossing. Should be the last one, 4 bits. And hopefully she'll slow up to 15. We'll be good to go. She's kind of bouncing around all over the place. All right, south end of Highland up there is the siding for the UP, for you guys that aren't familiar with it. It's like the top of the grade for them. I don't know if Highland's actually on the grade or if it drops off from Highland. All right, we're just now hitting 15, so that worked out perfect. So we're not even going to worry about dynamics yet. We're just going to kind of coast along a little bit here. We don't want her to squat. We may go back and forth between power and idle. Like I said, once you get everything set up the way you need, it's really not a problem. It's just kind of working the dynamics a little bit, right? Like, I mean, that's all there is to it. You make your set. I'm thinking maybe 10 pounds for this train, maybe 12 at the most. Maybe a minimum. We'll have to see what she does. It's been forever since I've done this. Take a look at our train there. We got 5 units on the head end. Got 91 loads. 7,600 feet. So she's no small fry. This is a big train. And they're coming through the cut here at Summit. Our grade's down to downhill 0.3%. Not too bad. That's really light. It's going to pick up a lot right up here. It just, to me, it seems like, you know, going at 15 mile an hour right here through the cut, it tends to want to squat. Hey, look at that UP train. Look how steep that is. That's just crazy. Even on their side, it's pretty dang steep. Oh, he's done gotten by us. Yeah, he's going to leave us behind. Alright, we come by the Silverwood connector. We should be good to go ahead and set up some dynamics now. You're gonna slow up a little bit on us, but that's alright. Who's this up here on the hill? Are they rail fanning? Looks like they are. Yeah, are they rail fanning? I don't know how they got up there though. Alright, it's already jumped up to negative 2.21, 2.3, so it's picking up a lot. So I don't know how they do this in real life here. This is just the way I like to do it. I will ride the dynamics up to about B5 or B6 and then we'll grab some air. And then we'll start coming back out of the dynamics. That's the way I like to do it. So far, so good. Yeah, UP's done left us behind. They weren't messing around. I think technically we're running with too many dynamics online. We might need to cut that bottom unit out. I think so. I think we're going to do that real fast. I think this is too much. I'm not sure what the numbers are exactly. I'll be the first to tell you, but I think this is too much. So let's go. Let's grab this bottom unit right here. We'll grab him and we'll cut that. Yeah, we can't. Never mind. We're stuck. We're stuck. We're stuck with dynamics. That's okay. Because we sure enough aren't coming out of dynamic now. Like, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. We can't come out now. There's no going back. Should be, technically it should be okay. But I think we have too many. I think we have too many axles. So far, she's holding really good. It's a game of patience, right? Like, you can't get too crazy with it. It's just small adjustments. See what she does. Like, just a second ago, it looked like she was going to increase a lot of speed, and then we just gave it a little bit more, and it... Some of this is the slack running out, you know, slack running in and out. All right, we're a hair over, but we'll get it back down. I've always wondered, like, how exact on the numbers do they have to be in real life? You know, do they have a little wiggle room, or, you know, do they have to be on the numbers? All right, so we're up to B4. So far, so good. And it is now a negative 3.4% grade. We're getting upwards of B6, so we're going to have to start thinking about grabbing a little air at least, like a minimum set. right, let's go ahead and grab minimum set. As the brakes start to apply, we'll start backing out of the dynamics. We'll start balancing it. We may have to grab a little bit more air. There, now we start coming out. I'm thinking 10 pounds, but like I said, I don't know. I haven't done this enough to know for sure. Oh yeah, she really kind of, never mind. We backed out a little bit too much there. All right, let's grab some more. All right, there we go. That should be good right there. Some of our MOW guys out there hanging out today. I guess they're waiting for track time, right? She's not quite balancing the way I want her to. She's getting a little bit fast on us. Now she's coming back down. Yeah, 16 I'm okay with, but when it starts getting upwards of 17, it starts making me a little antsy. We may wind up grabbing 12 for this. So we got a whole bunch of double stacks. We got a big cut of double stacks on the head end, and then regular tote traffic on the bottom. There we go. Now we got her good. All right, I think we're set. So I'm debating now if I want to grab a little bit more air and make it 12. That way we don't have to be so deep in dynamics. I think we are. I think we're going to go ahead and grab 12. Got to clear though. I couldn't imagine having to stop on this. But if you think about it, stopping really isn't that big of a deal, you know? You just use your dynamics to bring you to a stop, and then, you know, when you're ready to go, if it won't free roll, just pull on it a little bit and you're set. To me, like, starting would be way harder. All right, yeah, I think 12 is a magic number for this one. Switches are lying for another train right now. Why? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. I don't know why he's telling us that. We run it on a clear, so I'm happy with that. Seems just a little bit stuttery at times for me, and that's absolutely this computer. I don't know what's going on with it here lately. I went and disabled a bunch of sound devices that were unused, thinking it was something with that, but it doesn't seem to be the case. So it's absolutely this computer, because I've noticed that problem in other games as well too. So I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now. I'm thinking it's a driver issue because the frame rate's been really steady. Really steady. I'm running it on 30 right now. I've run it on 60 the other day when I was trying to see what the problem was, and it was a steady 60, but it was still kind of get those stutters here and there, just like any other game. So I don't know. We're still kind of investigating that a little bit. All right, let's come out of a little bit more so we can get our speed back up. It seems like between B4 and 5 is pretty good for this train. Of course, when you roll through the curves, it's going to kind of drag you down a little bit, right? You're rolling resistance, and then on a straightaway, it'll speed up. All right, back out a little bit. So next point on the map is going to be Cajon, CP Cajon. Then after that, it's going to be Keenbrook. Cajon is where it comes back, where the two mains join. Now this isn't like current day. I know current day is a lot different. They have main lines everywhere nowadays here. It's like the whole the whole pass is nothing but main lines. So yeah, going down Cajon is nothing like crazy. It's like once you get your train set up, it's just a lot of fiddling with it back and forth. Grade slacked up a little bit at 3%. I said track speed says 20, but our train is 15. 15 because of the tonnage. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about these locations. Like, I really don't. I mean, I'm familiar with Cajon. I've seen videos and pictures and stuff like that, but I'm really just not very familiar with it. Let's come back out of the dynamics just a hair. It's just a balancing act. You don't want her to run away, but you don't want her to squat on you either. Trying to remember what the deal with the Santa Fe train that ran away back in the 90s. What was it? Mid 90s they had one run away. I think someone tampered with it, right? Like someone turned an angle cock or something up at Summit and cut part of their air out, so they didn't have. I don't know how that went down. I really don't, because it seems like they would know, their EOT would tell them that they're not getting a reduction on the bottom, but.
Total axle 394, train speed 15 mph.
All right, we're good on the DD. I guess this is Mormon Rocks up here. The other main is just going to be on the other side of those over there in the distance. Let's go do some rail fanning so you guys see what our train looks like. All right, well, we'll just hang out here and enjoy the sounds of nature. Here we are around the curve, just poking along. It's really just kind of anticlimactic, honestly, but it's deadly serious. Turn the tags off so we can see a little better here. There you go, dash 9 and head end, another dash 9. Some ES44s. There you go, you hear her squealing. Slow and steady wins the race. Alright, let's hop back on the head end. Because dispatcher told me about switches or something about some switches, so it's got me wondering like what's going on with that. Maybe, I guess this is the interstate right here, maybe. You see what our train looks like there. Pretty much bunched front to back almost. Yeah, I wish I knew what these signal locations were. I have no clue. But we should be getting pretty close to the bottom, to at least to Cajon. Or not, yeah, Cajon. Yeah, you're not done. Like, when we get to Cajon, we're not done. It's a steep grade all the way down to San Bernardino. So, I mean, we're by no means done, but we'll be through the worst part. I was looking to see if it would tell me what the grade was south of Cajon. I want to say it's like 2%, give or take, maybe a little bit under. We'll have Cajon, Keenbrook, Verdamont, Ono, Baseline, and then San Bernardino. I think Baseline is like the actual bottom of the grade, maybe. Verdamont's going to be the big grain elevator, Cargill. I think Ono, isn't that where they would do they would add helpers there maybe for the eastbound trains at Ono? Yeah, she got a little slow on us. These are great. 2.7, so it's slacked up a little bit on us here. Get her speed back up just a tad. Like I said, I don't want her to squat. If she does, we could get her back moving, but... Just constantly making adjustments. Like your grade is changing, your curves, you're going in curves, you're coming out of curves. Those will add some rolling resistance. He's back up to 3.1 down. I've seen a cab ride video of them going up, but I've never seen one going down. There was a cab ride video going up on YouTube back a few years back. But I've never seen one going down. We're talking about real life, the real deal. Alright, she's rolling fast on us again. The Cajon Pass seems like prime real estate, right? Like they got two different rail lines, they got an interstate, they got power lines, like everyone uses Cajon Pass. All right, it's milepost 64, 64.5 is going to be Cajon, crossover there. Let's scooch over here so we can see our train. There we go. Man, that UP is long gone, right? Like they have a lot easier time. I don't know what their grade is over on that side. I don't think it's nowhere near as steep as ours, but the UP train was like, peace out. He's gone. I want to say maybe they could do 20 or 30. I know it's all tonnage related for them too, but yeah, she's starting to squat on us. Let's come out. Yeah, she is starting to squat. We don't want that. Let's come way out. All right, CP Cajon 64.5. I think our speed picks up right here too. I think we can do 20 from this point. Let's see. Main 2 56.3 to 63.2. 15 if we're exceeding 4,500 tons. 63.2 to 79.9 we can do 20. Actually says 30. Main 1 and main 2 between 63.2 79.9 we can do 30 if we're less than 6,500 tons or 95 tons operative brake. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. 30 seems really fast for me, but we'll see. Either way, we gotta slow her up a little bit here. I was reading that, not paying attention. Yeah, as how easy it is to get a runaway on here. There we go. Yeah, we'll get past Cajon and we'll speed up a little bit at least. Yeah, we're 65, so we don't exceed 6,500 tons. We're less than 6,500 tons. It says main 1, 56.3 to 79.9, or main 2, between a 63.2 and a 79.9, 30 mile an hour. less than 6,500 tons. I mean, if I'm reading that correctly, yeah, I think we're good to go. Man, I just can't get her to balance now. Like, it's like either all or nothing. Yeah, see, she's squatting. I'm going to let her squat on me if I'm not careful. I'm reading this paper over here. I see that does it. Could drag them downhill. Like I said, I've seen a picture somewhere from way back in the day of a Santa Fe train coming down Cajon. This was like back in the 70s or 60s maybe, and it was in a cloud of smoke, and the photographer stated that they were actually like dragging them downhill in power. We're gonna let her ease up to 20. We'll go with that. We'll see how that feels, and then if we can, we'll. It says 30, so I don't know. This is off the depot map, so we'll see. We'll kind of test it out and see how she feels. It's only 1.7%, so that's why she's trying to squat on us so much. But we most definitely can't release our air now. We can't do a running release. I mean, like if we wanted to stop and tie on some handbrakes and recharge and all that good stuff, then we could, but we should be seeing some more traffic. There's traffic out there. I know there is, unless they scooted around us when we were separated, you know, between the two mains. Yeah, I guarantee you, if we release the air right now, she would take off like a scalded dog. It wouldn't be good. There would be no stopping it. I want to say the picture I saw of the Santa Fe train dragging them downhill was like made at Blue Cut or somewhere down there, maybe. I want to say the caption even referenced something about a tendency for a train to squat right there, or something to that effect, and that they were pulling it downhill. Either way, it was a really impressive picture. There was a lot of smoke. Well, she seems pretty good at 20. We may go ahead and try 30. Track speed says 35. We'll go ahead and ease out. We'll do 30 down. You guys that run this a lot in game, feel free to comment, clarify this for me. I think I'm reading this correctly. I looked at this in the timetable. I had a timetable from 2005 for it to be an SF. You just gotta watch that speedometer. It's like if you take your eyes off of it for a split second, then you've done goofed up. All right, let's get a little bit more dynamic. It's crazy. It looks steep, but at the same time it doesn't. You know, I don't know if it looks steep to me because I know it's steep, or if it actually visually looks that way, but it could be like an optical illusion, right?
Detector, milepost 66.5, main 2, ambient temperature 73 degrees.
Really, we got a light up here. We got a, what is that, advanced approach? What's going on with that? We may have to peek. We may have to peek and see what auto's doing to us. Where are we at? This is going to be us right here. There's okay. Looks like we're going to be stopping at Keenbrook. Maybe we may be stopping at Keenbrook. Something's going on up there. Let's go back and look again here. Let's do symbol mode. All right, here's us. Here's our Z train. Here's the San Diego Barstow manifest. I think we're going to be crossing over. I think that's what he's got planned for us. We'll see. We'll keep easing up there. So we know, since we cheated, we know we've got some traffic coming our way. Surely he's not going to run that San Bernardino to Chicago up Main 2, is he? Like, yeah, he's going to cross us over. And I guess he's going to run him up the 3% to get around the San Diego Barstow manifest. Man, I don't see that working out, guys. I don't see that working out for him. I really don't. I don't think that's going to work. Depends on their HPT, right? Let's see. This guy's got, 4.2. Yeah, he's got HPT for days. 2.7 on the other one, though. That's not bad. 4.2 and 2.7. I just don't know if that's enough of a difference to go up that 3% grade. Alright, I think I can see our light down there. Ooh, we got, okay, approach diverging, nice. Yeah, approach diverging, alright. All right, so we can ride 30 all the way to the 79.9. What is the 79.9? Let's see, Keenbrook 70. 75. Ono is 78. 79 or 81 is baseline. So basically just a little bit on the other side of Ono. Wonder why they have a location at the bottom of one of the steepest mainline grades in the United States called Oh No. Man, I'm fixing to say oh no here if we don't slow this thing down a little bit. She wanting to run a little fast on us through here. It's like you can get away with a little bit. You can fudge a little bit, but if it's too much, then it's like there's a cutoff point. It's like it's just too much and there's no stopping it at that point. All right, this is going to be our San Diego Barstow drag freight. Slop freight, drag, whatever you want to call it. Slow boat to China. Nice, yeah, that's 2.4 HPT and he's dragging uphill. Yeah, got some steel, got some rock. Plastic pellets, tank cars. We got a nice train, not bad. All right, let's back off the dynamics just a hair. Bet he has DPU. I'm really not sure. I bet he has a couple units on the bottom. Our grade's back down to 1.7. It's slacked off just a tad. Looks like I see the smoke. Yep, there's his bottom coming up. Nice. All right, San Diego looks good. Marker's working. They're coming up on milepost 70. That's going to put us at Keenbrook. Yeah, okay, that's right. He's going to cross us over up here. That's cool. Got Keenbrook, Devore, Vertimont, Ono, baseline, and then we will go into the yard at San Bernardino. Go into the intermodal ramp down there. I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't been down to that yard in ages. We'll have to kind of check it out when we get down there. There's a train waiting on us, the Z train. Yeah, he's going to run him up the high grade. Like, that just, man. That's going to be like the other day when he tried to run us around that other train and I was only like 0.1 mile an hour faster or something, you know. I think they run Amtrak up to 3% regularly, right? When they can, they like he probably handles that like a boss. Like it's no problem whatsoever for him. But all right, got diversion clear, Keenbrook. We'll cross main 2 to main 1. To me, going down is way more interesting than going up. Going up's one of those deals where you put it in number 8 and you just sit back and kick your feet up. Like, there's really not much to... There's not much to do, right? Like, you just sit and ride and hope that you don't have to stop anywhere. All right, diversion clear. And then over there off to the right, that's the UP main. Oh, and cool, they got a UP train coming up. That is sweet. Let's get these tags off. That's cool. UP's coming up as well, too. That is pretty sweet. I like that. Oh, nice. He's got a Katy unit in there. All right, nice. He seems to be moving pretty good, too. He's not having any trouble. There's back out of the dynamics a little bit more. Yeah, the bottom's all like the trans. I think, honestly, to me, transitioning out of the steep grade is the hardest. You know, at some point, we're going to have to let go of this air and then we'll go deep into dynamics again. But, I mean, it's still 2.1, so we definitely don't want to release here. I don't know what point. At what point do we release the air? Maybe at baseline, I'm guessing. Man, that's a long train too, dang. See, it's really deceiving right here. Like, it looks flat. Like, you would think you're out of it, right? But it's still 2.2%. I mean, that's like Tehachapi comparable, right? Nice. UP's got him some DPUs on the bottom there. All right, Z-Train looks good. Let's carry on. Next stop. All right, that was Keenbrook. Should be coming up to the, yeah, there's the Cargill plant up there. You can see it off in the distance. All right, back out of dynamics a little bit. This is going to be Vertimont. I was wondering where that the southbound UP, you remember the one that left us behind out of Highland? I wonder where he met this other train at. Like, yeah, I guess we could peek, right? I mean, we already peeked once, may as well peek again. They're meeting at Dyke. Nice. So yeah, we actually passed him up. Fresno West Colton is the one we just met over on the UP side. He's going into Dyke, West Colton Roseville. Which, that's not right. Oh, okay, I see. They did. All right, never mind. They met at Dyke. So, yeah, he is ahead of us. Never mind. I was looking at it completely different. West Colton Roseville is the one we just saw. Fresno West Colton is ahead of us. He's the one that left out of Highlands, and then looks like there's okay, yeah, we missed the white bar. The white bar got around us when we were off on our own. Still pretty cool trip. So we didn't get to see everything, or we haven't seen everything so far, but I was looking to see if we could even peek that other train, but I don't think.
BNSF detector, milepost 73.5, main 1, ambient temperature 77 degrees.
Yeah, I think that Fresno West Colton, he's long gone. Like he's. That's going to be the south end of Dyke. He can't be too terribly far up there. He's coming up to Slover. Slover is going to be the very bottom for them. I think UP side isn't nearly as steep, right? I think they're only like 2%. Maybe a little bit over. All right, it says 35 for us, but that won't apply to us. All right, Vertimont, there's the big Cargill elevator here. It's pretty cool. Out in the middle of nowhere, right? I guess they run a unit train in there. Looks like it. Maybe they run it in there, tie it down, and then take the power, cut it off, and take it down to San Bernardino. I'm just guessing. They should have some plant power in there somewhere. I don't see it. There it is. All right, got it clear. It's going to be a crossover at Vertimont. Next spot's going to be Ono. We got some storage tracks coming up. Guess they're storage tracks. I think the one south of Ono was like a helper pocket. It's just crazy. It blows my mind how many jobs have been cut off from the railroad over the years. You know, they've lost a ton of jobs. You think about it, you know, every train have a 5-man crew, and then you had a helper crew on top of that. That was a lot of people moving these trains up this pass, up and down. Helpers out of, oh, what's the place on the other side? I have to go back. Victorville. Yeah, helpers out. Helper pool out of Victorville. we've got, it looks like an approach or something down there. At least at the moment. I guess that's, okay, yeah, that's the little 2-track storage track, so that's going to be Ono down there. And I guess that's the distance to baseline, and baseline, well, 7th Street's where we're going to go in. Turnout's 15 mile an hour, crossover's 40.
No defects. No defects. Total axle 354. Train speed 29 mph. Ambient temperature 81 degrees. UV sector out.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'll go in at 7th Street. Maybe this is an advanced approach. Maybe it's, okay, it's flashing. So that's our advanced approach. Okay, that makes sense. Advanced approach at Ono, approach at baseline, and then we'll go in. I'm guessing a restricting at 7th Street. You know, you've been making a lot of adjustments when you never hear the alerter go off. Like, this is, I think this is about the best the train's been balanced, even though she wanted to slow up on us a little bit. But you gotta think, it's tangent track, 2.2% grade. There's not a lot of changes happening right here, so it does stay pretty balanced. Well, I was hoping we'd have some more traffic, but I guess that's kind of right, because I was researching, kind of reading up on it the other night, and on a good day on the BNSF side, at least the thing that I read said about 48 trains, so, you know, 2 an hour maybe. It's not including the UP. UP is way less. Yeah, let's back out these dynamics just a little bit more. I wonder what mountains these are ahead of us. Like, when you think you come off of Cajon, like, you think you're in the LA basin, like there shouldn't be anything else. Terrain wise, I don't know. I'm really just not familiar with the geography down here. But we do have an advanced approach at Ono. I guess we won't release our brakes until we get down to like baseline. Man, we've been riding for a long ways. It goes back hearing stories from the old days when they had the cast iron brake shoes about seeing rings of fire coming down the pass. Alright, advanced approach. We going in San Bernardino. Well, so far it's been a good trip. It's really not that bad. It's just a matter of balancing, you know, just balancing your air and your dynamics. You know, if you're not familiar with running, you know, this kind of mountain railroading like Cajon or Tehachapi, and you try to do it with nothing but dynamics, then you're in for a bad day. This is going to be a really bad day. Still 2%. I guess it's about roughly 2% all the way to baseline. It's so deceiving right here. It really just is. Like, it looks so flat. All right, let's do a little bit more rail fanning. All right, let's start diving back into dynamics. Got a 15 and 2.7, so we're going to be going in the yard at that advanced approach there. And we'll start slowing her up a little bit here. Yeah, it's going to be the south end of Ono right here, this little track. So we got track speeds 35 is 30 for us, reduction to 20 and 2.3, 15 and 2.4. But we may as well be at 15 and 2. Yeah, I was looking to see what track we we're going to go. I have no clue. I don't even know what's in there, so we'll have to kind of go looking out. So I think right around the curve up here is baseline, and then around the other curve, or like right in the next curve after that, it's going to be 7th Street. Let's see what our other trains are doing. Watt bars already up at Oro Grande. Nice, man. He's making good time. 2.5 HPT. The San Bernardino Chicago may actually get around the San Diego Barstow. I wish it would tell the speed. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. It'd be interesting to see, though. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. And we don't want to squat. The grade has really kind of slacked off. So this is decision time. Like, can we ride 12 pounds on a 1.3% grade? Maybe. We'll see what she does. Yeah, she's gaining speed. We'll watch it. Well, at least we have the luxury of seeing what the grade is, so we have a little extra information, you know, way more than what they have in real life. I mean, they would know. You would kind of have an... You should have an idea, but... I remember I worked with a lot of guys back in the day. They couldn't tell you what the actual grade was. They knew there was a grade there, but they couldn't tell you like a specific number as far as what it was. That was actually like really common. That was really common. Worked with a lot of old heads that couldn't tell you what the designator for the locomotive we were on was too. All right, baseline should be coming up. There it is. We got an approach. Now we're assuming that we're lined into the yard and we have a light, right? But we don't know that for sure. I mean, oh, it's approach. I guess that's an approach restricting, right? Maybe, I don't know. I have no clue. It's an approach restricting. It has to be something like that. That's what I'm going to call it. And she's going to squat on us. Maybe we'll see. I'm kind of feeling like this might be the time we need to release the air, but this is like the trickiest part out of the whole trip. You know, I don't want to release the air and then just have it take off on me, especially with us coming into this 15 down here at San Bernardino, but I don't want to drag it either. Let's let it go. Let's let it go. Let's see what it does. This 0.87, yeah, it's really kind of flattened out here. We should be good. Keep it bunched up a little bit here. Yeah, see, she's starting to take off on us now. There we go. All right, I think we're good. Slack's kind of bouncing in and out. I don't know, she may squat on us, guys. Try with some sand. Let's see what this does. All right, what we got up here? What are we looking at? A flashing red, so it's going to be restricting for them, right? Yeah, I got restricting at 7th Street. Yeah, this seems like kind of a little bit of a tricky area, maybe. Let's see, it's 0.8. 0.8 down. We're good on that. All right, yeah, we'll just keep easing up here. It's definitely not a spot that you want to just come like flying into it and then just slow down all of a sudden. And we'll have to figure out our tracks here in a minute. So we've got that's going to be a main. Is that a power or a hand throw? I don't know. I think this is going to be a hand throw over here, maybe right there. I was trying to see if I could scope it out, see what's going on. It looks like that's a hand throw there. This is probably a hand throw too, maybe. No, it's a power. It's a power switch. Okay. That's powered. That's going to be hand throw. All right, we'll see. We'll keep easing up here. Find us a clear track. Let's see, that San Bernardino train just left out, so we should be lined into his track. Actually, thinking about that, we should be in his track. And that'll be a clear track. I just don't know if we'll fit. Let's see, 6,086 feet on that track. That's the longest one, 4,139 on the rest of them. Yeah, someone gonna have to double over. We're gonna need a U-man. We're gonna need a utility man to do that. That's one thing I loved about going into BNSF yard in Birmingham and East Thomas. They always had a U-man. Like, I hardly ever had to make a cut or double over. Just get the U-man to do it. That seemed like that'd be a pretty good job. I would have gone for that. I don't even know if they still have that anymore nowadays. They probably got rid of it. It's like everything else. They got get rid of everything. Okay, yeah, we're lined around to the outside. It looks like we're going to be on the long track, but we're still going to be hanging on to a little bit that we need to double over. We won't do that in the video. We'll just pull in and call it. First time ever going in San Bernardino yard. First time ever. That track's a little rough through there. They need to tamp it. They need a surfacing gang out here. Wouldn't that be cool? To have, like, to be able to tamp in game and have that affect your ride quality. So, you know, if your tracks has, like, condition to it and it starts getting in poor condition, it starts riding rough. So you have to send a surface gang out to, like, tamp it and regulate it. Are we good on this? Yes, we are. Okay. Sweet. Going into intermodal ramp. I cannot talk today, guys. I don't know why. I just can't do it. Intermodal ramp. What's our grade? Flat right here, so we may have to start pulling on it sometime now. Got to figure out how we could clear this thing up. We'll just pull along. We'll just pull through it. Then we'll call it a day. We may have to get the switch down here on the other end. That's pretty cool with the cranes. I used to like to watch them in Birmingham at East Thomas. It used to, I don't even think they load, like, I don't even think that intermodal ramp's there anymore. I think that thing's long gone, but They did back in the day, quite a few years back. I guess, okay, that's going to be the shop. Like, they did a lot of rebuilds and stuff down here, right? At San Bernardino, I think they did. Like wreck repairs and rebuilds and stuff like that. I want to say that's what they did here. All right, let's hop off. We're going to say we're the U-Man too, like we're doing it all today. What do we got? We're lined up. Yeah, we're not on this one. Not good on that one. Let's get that. Yeah, let's get that. And we should be good the rest of the way. Okay. Yeah, we're still hanging out on the main. We're nowhere near clearing up. Proceed on signal indication. No, sir. This is it for us. This is the end of our trip. Wow, 1% up, man. It was like a bowl here. See what she does. We came all the way out of dynamics. We'll see, as long as she don't get too crazy with us. Nice. I guess we could dim the lights for the workers here. That's pretty cool. That's a cool shot right here. I like this. That's actually really cool with the units and the cranes, the overhead cranes in the background. That's sharp. I like that. And the mountains in the background too. That's just a really nice scene, man. Let's make sure we're not getting too slow. Yeah, we are. We're going to have to pull on her a little bit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't need that. Let's go back the other way. There we go. We bunched up, so we got to ease the slack out at least a little bit. All right, let's go watch the bottom. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're still way out there. We've almost got it. We're almost clear. We just got to get over here. Yeah, this was quite the train, guys. This wasn't a small fry. Our speed just getting a little fast. All right, let's come back out of the power. I just want to get her up here. If we can get her on this through this hand throw here, we'll be doing good. Got those Martin refrigerated trailers, some LTL stuff. Yeah, yellow. She doesn't slow down on us again. Almost. We've almost got it. Just a little bit further. Let's double check the head in here. Yeah, we should have just enough. I hope so. I don't know if we're going to need to come back out on the main here or not. Yeah, that's going to be close. I do believe it's going to be close. It's going to be a tight fit. This should be just enough. I think when we make our double, we'd have to take the main. But like I said, we're not going to bother with that. We're just going to get it in the clear here. Give you a chance to check out the train, right? Alright, see what this looks like. It's going to be A yard right here. I guess they use that as an intermodal yard. I was thinking A yard would be for like slot freight and stuff for like locals, but I guess not. There we go. Just about got her. About one more long car. All right, I think this will be good right here. Let's go ahead and we'll do the independent. All right, Z-Train, that'll do. All right, let's check the bottom real quick. We'll call it a day. This is a pretty nice looking location with the mountains in the background. That's a nice view. Yeah, we in the clear. We're good. She's still rolling around a little bit there, but she's all right. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. We successfully navigated our monster intermodal down Cajon Pass. You know, 6,000 tons down Cajon Pass. No problem. Just balance the dynamics in the air, right? That's all there is to it. It's really not that big of a deal. Like I said, transitioning out at the bottom to me is always the trickiest part. Like, you know, you don't want to let go too early because things go sideways really quick. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Love all of you, and we'll catch you on the rails next time. Peace.